All right. Heather, could you get us started off?
Well, I was going to ask them to swing the camera over here, but swingers. So, as you all know, we had a sudden and as yet inexplicable issue with the sound onto the cable channel from the chapel. So, I'm going to... Yeah, go. She's giggling because she knows I like to have fun with things. And she's not wrong. So, for the benefit of those who didn't get Lauren's memo, I'm going to ask, but still because we're here, we can hear, I'm going to ask you guys to read out loud my communication for the people who are at home. Okay, ready? Ready.
Good morning. There's nothing wrong with your TV and where very busy buzzing around the broadcast sound. We won't stop till the fix is found. Birmingham.
Oh, goodness. And thank everybody who got the Burma Shave reference. I appreciate it. Well, in honor of Father's Day, I put a dad joke on the slide. Because I once submitted 10 puns to a joke competition. I really thought that with that many, one was sure to be a winner. Sadly, no pun in 10 did. It's a good day to laugh, but that's the classic dad joke. Because Dad'll do that. He'll try to make you smile. Sometimes he'll be a little silly. He'll take eye roll on the joke for the team. And of course, I'm thinking about dads and all of the men who guide us and mentor us and help us, throughout our lives as we have Father's Day approaching. And I wanted to share just briefly something that I heard on NPR this week. They have this, Unsung Heroes feature at some point every week where somebody talks about somebody who helped them at a critical point in their lives and that they probably didn't get a chance to thank. And this was a fella who remembers the very first time, when he became a father for the very first time. And the joy, of course, of seeing his son born was tremendous, as was the panic. Because there was this tiny, beautiful creature, and he was the dad. And he was in charge of this tiny, beautiful creature, and he wasn't sure that he knew what he was doing. And so he was feeling very anxious and very panicky. And one of the many doctors that wander around medical centers walked in the room for some reason and took one look at him and sidled over and says, "Your job is to keep them warm, keep them fed, keep them clean, and make sure they know they're loved. Keep them fed and clean and warm and loved." And he said, breaking it down to that made it possible for him to enter fatherhood with joy and not sheer panic. But that's the basics of the stewardship, isn't it? So to all those dads out there who have given the tremendous honor of being a steward of other of God's children, who did their best to keep them fed and warm and clean and loved, we thank God for you today and this weekend. Let's pray for a second. Gracious God, there are hills and valleys and potholes along our journey of be nice for dads and granddads and uncles and big brothers and all the guys who were there for us. Help us to take the gift that they gave us and share it with others. We pray this in your name. Okay, all God's people said? Amen. All right, you stay here. Well, pastoral care update is brief, very brief. I wanted to just let you guys know about a couple of prayer initiatives that started to help those of us who pray to sort of pray a little bit with each other and for each other. There is a piece of furniture as you leave and head for the hallway on the other side of the wall of my office, and I don't know whether it's a buffet or like a sideboard, because I don't think I know how to tell the difference, but whichever one it is, there are two things on it. There's a prayer bowl that was given to me by the last congregation that I served, and there's some little pieces of paper, and if there's something that you would like me to pray for, I invite you to write it down and put it in the bowl. And next to that is a prayer book. And that book is always there, and that's designed so that you can write down something that you want anybody who is a praying person to pray for. So, there are people who come to the chapel at different times to have a little peace and to pray, and there's the morning prayer group, and of course me, I check it too. So if there's something that you would like a large number of people to pray for, you're invited to write it in the book. And that is that. And I want to remind our abiders that we got a quarterly meeting coming up, but you got an email about that, so I don't need to belabor the point. And I'm done.
Thank you, Heather. And for questions for after the town hall meeting, the number's here, and Heather will be manning that line, or will manning that.
And do we want to ask if there are any questions about the sound system? Because
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
do we want to invite questions about the sound system along here? Or do we want to?
No, I think we can wait until after.
Good. Thank you. We got it.
And I want to welcome our interim executive director. We are so excited to have her here, Denise Kozlowski.
Okay, can you hear me? Sorry. There we go. I think we can hear that. Shannon and I are very different heights. Hi all, glad to be here. Glad to be here. Thrilled, actually. And a little nervous. I don't know why. I'm much better one-on-one. I'm just going to tell you right now. I am so excited to be here to introduce myself as your interim executive director. I'm hoping, I say interim because I'm here just to serve, support, and hopefully gain your trust. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. There we are. That's us. That's me. My whole life. My name's Denise Kozlowski. I have been in Winchester, Virginia. I was trying to think of it. Over 30 years. Over 30 years. I know Mary because her son and my daughter were in preschool together that many years ago. So this is really like coming home now to sit across from Mary. I've been married for 31 years. My husband, Fred Kozlowski, Dr. Kozlowski, internal medicine, Winchester Internal Medicine and Cardiology. Then I have 3 children. I have Katie, who is going to be 30. She lives in D.C. I have Kevin, who lives in Colorado. And then my baby, the tallest one there, it just turned 26, and he lives in Richmond. We are big UVA fans. All 5 of us went to UVA. Yes. Unfortunately, any of you who have asked me, I do not have one grandchild yet, and there is some big money into who will give me one. They keep giving me dogs and cats, and that's really great, but I am at all not interested. I want a baby, and I want it now. And I know I'm not supposed to say it, but I'm that kind of mother, and I do. So, anyway, I am well aware of the big shoes I have to fill. And I would even say they were pretty stylish shoes, weren't they? I know that. that quick wit and sense of humor, I think you'll find a little bit of that in me. So, and I also understand that change is hard. I feel that. I'm here to embrace that. And I just want you to know I will support you through that as best I can. So I look forward to getting to know each and every one of you. I know there's concern when I'm here, when I'm not here. I am currently the executive director as well at the Legacy at North Augusta in Stanton. I have an associate administrator who has 30 years of experience and has been there and is taking care of everything there, in constant contact with them and with here. So my schedule will change. I am hoping to be here Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but I need to go where the need is that day. If I wake up and something is happening on Monday there, I'll be there. If something is happening here, I will be here. Just because I'm not physically here does not mean I'm not moving things forward at this community. Might get 5 minutes, I'm talking about Stanton, and the next minute I'm involved with Susan about what's going on here. So please be assured, it doesn't mean that you get half my time. You're on my mind all the time. So the best way to communicate with me is utilize those resources and systems you have set up in your community, which is your resident association. I think I'm on day 4, and I probably have 5, 6 emails back and forth with Susan and with some of you. So please reach out to your resident association, and I will be in contact with them as needed. Obviously, if you need to talk to me individually, Mary can help make sure she is able to schedule something. Okay. My email address still is the Legacy at North Augusta. But if you email Mary, she can forward anything to me. And that is all I have to say about my schedule and communication. Oh, I do want to talk about some surveys. You probably have been hearing about a pulse survey for a couple of months now that was supposed to be coming your way. We have decided, given the current environment and some other more important issues right now, we're going to pause that for a little while. I am getting all the information from your fall 2024 survey, and we're looking for opportunities that I can help with from that. But we do have more, I don't want to say more important, but time-sensitive surveys. So the other survey that is going to be coming up is the finance survey. It's budget time again. Can you even believe it? We start talking about budgets and how we're going to spend our money. And I know that you all have valuable insight of where those funds should go, and I want to hear from all of you. I have been through the budget process with Donna and finance several times. I've been with National Lutheran for about 13 years. I was trying to figure out how long it's been. I sat with Cindy over at Orchard Woods before we opened it. So I have a lot of history here at Orchard Ridge. But that finance survey will be coming the beginning of July, and that's also very important. So we're trying to space things out so we can take your information that you're willing to give us to help us to do our job. Okay. With that, I am going to turn it over to Cindy. Oh, can I say one more thing? Of course. I've seen my first one. I'll get better. We have new residents here with us today, and if they're here, is it okay if they stand up? Yeah. Jim and Barb Sipe. I think I might be newer than you. Pat and Jim Dingling. I know I'm newer than you. And R.J. McGlasson. Okay, well, if you see these residents around, please welcome them to our community. Okay, Cindy, you're up.
Good so refreshing to see such a full house and recognizing I understand a little bit as it relates to the technology, which is what we might be seeing as many of you as we do today. So again, for those of you who may be new, some of the newer residents, my name is Cindy Walters. I am the president and CEO of National Lutheran Communities and Services, which is the parent for the Village at Orchard Ridge. I, as Denise mentioned, have been with the organization for over 13 years as well. And been here ever since the ground breaking for the Village at Orchard Ridge. One thing I mentioned during the last town hall meeting was that with the transition of leadership of the executive director position, we want to gain input from residents in terms of the attributes and areas of focus that you would like to see in the next executive director. I mentioned to you, we did do a similar survey back in 2021 when we had a transition in leadership. We utilized the information from that survey to create the survey that will roll out this afternoon. In the survey that you're going to see, you're going to still see two major questions, well actually three questions, asking you about the attributes you look for in your executive director, asking you about areas of focus, and then lastly, is there anything else you believe we should know when it comes to the next executive director for the Village at Orchard Ridge? We have done our best to hit the easy button when it comes to doing the survey. It is going to be shared with you in a link, like a hyperlink that goes to the survey itself, and a QR code for those of you who may be familiar with using your cell phones and using your camera to go to a QR code. There are going to be many ways that we will communicate this survey and how to access it, including ways that we will assist you in completing it for those of you who feel a bit technologically challenged and may just need a little assistance in accessing the survey and completing it. So more to come in a memo later today. You'll also see information on Touchtown. You will see information in the Business Center, and the Business Center will actually be open Monday at special hours to help anybody who needs assistance. We want to give you about a week, a little over a week, to complete the survey, and then we will be back in touch once we hear from you all and learn more from this survey in terms of what we've learned that we will be utilizing as we move forward with the transition and the recruiting. Okay? All right, Denise, I think that's all I had. Oh, I didn't realize I was up there. So, does that work? Like, oh, well, there.
If you have your phone, you can actually take a picture of that, and it should lead you to the, we don't want you to do the survey now, though. We'll be sending a memo later today.
Thank you all.
I'm going to let Shannon come up and give some information about the lobby renovation update. Everyone's seeing it. It looks pretty. It's getting there. We're getting there.
Back down. All right, good morning, everybody. I'm back up here again. A lot going on with the construction. I know last month when we were talking, most of the work was behind the doors. You didn't see the contractors out there, and it looks like things had still kind of been setting in place. Over the last 4 weeks, we have had a tremendous amount of finished work that started and some completed. The reception desk has been constructed. I believe they're going to be looking at putting the top on that today or Monday. They're working on millwork demolition in the library. I know you can't really see in there, but they've done a lot in there as well. They've taken down the bookcases, prepped it for the new bookcases to go up. Looking at opening up that wall that's going to head out to the spice patio. The quartz has been installed for our new sky-high fireplace that's in the lobby, which is absolutely beautiful. And the finished trim is starting to be put up in the hallways. If you walk down, you're probably going to see the colors on the wall. That's just kind of a preview of what we can expect over the next few weeks. The tile's been put in the lobby bathrooms as well. And what's to come? Sorry. No, you're good. Some other exciting things later this month. The first part of our temporary walls will start coming down at the end of June. It doesn't mean we're opening up the lobby, but it does mean that we're opening it up for the floor to be put in. So the carpet, the hard surface flooring to go into the main lobby will start towards the end of this month. The mailroom, bank, business center, and connected living offices will be painted and receive new flooring. And I'll have more dates on details for that. I actually received an email this morning from our general contractor laying out a date-by-date schedule for when these offices will be affected. So we'll have that up on Touchtown, hopefully by Monday at the very latest, once we get those details in place. So very exciting. And we're looking at an end of July completion for the project. So a lot's going to come together over the next month. Very excited to be opening it up for everybody. And our fountain. This is an actual picture of the fountain that will be sitting in front of the village at Orchard Ridge and our village green. Again, it's still on a slow boat from China, but it is coming. This is the fountain, this is the marble that we picked out, and the picture up in the corner is kind of a snippet of what the fountain will look like once it's in place. We're looking at putting a brick facade around the outside with some flowers on the inside. So very exciting to see this come to fruition as well. All right. All my other favorite things to talk about. No, but this is a good thing. I know you have all walked by the pool. Everyone's question in their mind is what's going on with our pool here. We had some safety concerns that warranted us to close the pool down, drain it for some additional inspection. During that inspection, we determined that it was best to go ahead and start the renovation process of that pool, which was already in our capital budget plan for 2025. We have secured a contractor, we have secured a contract that is in place. Right now, we're waiting for the scheduling and work to start. Once we have a timeline of when the work will start, how long it will take, we will be putting that information out. Again, this is work that was already slated for happening to happen this year in 2025. It's something that has been much needed over the last few years, and the concerns that we had warranted this to start now instead of later in the year. During this process, our contractor will be taking a full evaluation of the plumbing, structural, mechanical systems to ensure the long-term success of the restoration process that we're looking at. In the meantime, we're partnering with local wellness centers to provide aquatic membership for T-Bore residents. This will ensure continued access to therapeutic and recreational aquatic activities during the renovation period. And again, we're working on getting that in place right now to be able to roll out to the residents that utilize the pool. More information will come. I'll be working with Lauren and her team and Denise to get a memo out and to have those things in place. So look forward to that in the coming week. Water softener update. I was hoping to be able to be up here today to tell you, hey, next week we're getting started with this. It is still in the works. We're a few weeks further out on the delivery of the water softener electrical manifold. These things take time, and unfortunately right now in the world that we're in, the supply chain demand is a real thing. I know we talk about this all the time, but unfortunately it hasn't went anywhere. It should not get us too off track. We're looking for completion this summer instead of the end of June. We're looking further into July, hopefully not August. Our contractor has done all of the pre-work down in our vault at this time, so that speeds up the process once we get that manifold in place. We hope to have it as soon as possible. Once they get it, they install it, which should take about 2 weeks at the most. We should start seeing significant changes in the water and in the softness of our water. It will take a little bit of time for it to get up and running and for all of our systems to become acclimated to it. We're going to do a scale out of all of the boilers and such too and start at square one with all of it. Power washing. We're still doing power washing right now. It usually takes about 3 weeks. They should be moving through cottages in the next week. Wrapping up here on the independent living building. I've had lots of wonderful feedback that I've relayed back to our contractors. about what a wonderful job they've done. I know that there were a lot of questions surrounding the patio, what needs to be taken off, what gets left out there. And next year and years to come, we'll put a little bit more detailed information out there on that, so residents can know exactly what needs to come off, what can stay, what you have to worry about, what you don't have to worry about. But they'll be doing window washing in the cottages next week. Brightview. Just a reminder to please submit landscaping requests through Work Hubs. I completed a walk around with Brightview last month. We identified a lot of shrubs, a lot of things that we need to focus on for attention. I've got work orders in place with them, signed quotes on this work, so a lot coming in the next few weeks. If you've been outside, I think they've done a tremendous job this year. I don't think I could say that this time last year, looking at where we were, I was skeptical, but this year with Kat's help and the landscape committee, we have just gone leaps and bounds with Brightview, and I'm really excited. Every time I look out and I drive into the community, I have to take a breath and say, wow, it is so incredibly beautiful here. So just please remember to put those things through Work Hubs. We get them to Brightview every single Friday, and they're able to schedule the work the following week. And with the system that we have in place, we're able to communicate back to you too when you put work orders in, what the status of that is. So if it's something that's part of a larger project, like tearing out dead bushes and shrubs, then we'll be able to reach back out to you and say, we're not going to get to this next week, but it is part of a larger project that'll be set maybe 2 weeks or 3 weeks from now. And sea container. I had some very worried calls earlier this week about a sea container that was put on the back access road. It is not there to stay permanently. It is just there temporarily to house furniture for the renovation. So it will disappear as soon as the lobby is opened back up, maybe even sooner than that. We get the furniture out and the sea container can go. So it will not be a permanent fixture here. It does not stay on that access road. I know it's not the prettiest thing to look out your window and see. We do our best to try to put it in hidden areas behind trees. Unfortunately, it also has to be in a place where we can access the doors and get the furniture in and out. So that's about all I have. Thank you. Oh, no, I take that back. I did have one more slide, and I added this one in last. I want to give a special thank you to Madison Parker with our dining department. She works with the Frederick County Public Schools, FAA, which is the Future Farmers of America, and she and her father, Ricky, who is one of our contractors here, worked all last Friday putting these beautiful flower arrangements and arrays out at our fountain location to give us something to see other than just a big white circle. And she did such a beautiful job. So if you see her in dining, tell her thank you and how much we appreciate her donating back to dining services.
And good morning, everybody. I'm glad to see the food house. And to add to the last topic of Shannon, after Madison, after working on the garden thing, she went to the dining department to work and serve to you. So that's awesome. She was a little bit tired. Last Residents Association meeting, in my report, I did, my report I was mentioning the challenges of staffing-wise, especially on the kitchen the last 2 or 3 weeks. But somebody asked what we are doing ahead to be prepared, and I believe that question wasn't responded at that time. But this is a good time to you be aware of what are we doing. So right now we are in the process to hire or interviewing 3 PRN cooks, or in other hands, on-call cooks. That way we are prepared when our cook decides to not come to work for any reason. Sometimes it's justified. Sometimes life's hard. We have to go and try to do our best. So on top of all the managers be on hands and trying to cook as much as possible, we want to have a backup people that we can call and say, hey, can you come and support us, right? That's why we are hiring these 3 PRN positions. And in partnership with Talent and Culture, we are training some people that are here to work as dishwashers or some other utility tasks, and that people that have been demonstrating enthusiasm and commitment, and we are training them to become a cook at some point. Actually, two of them, one utility and one young server, they saved the day last time. They cooked for us the whole dinner, and yes, we are very happy for that. And we can get something positive from the storm, pretty much. Pasta station. Yeah, well, what I wanted to say there is the idea to have this alternating shift between lunch and dinner is good, but not good. For example, last lunch, we barely have maybe 10, 15 residents coming down to the pasta station. So it's a lot of prep to be ready. It's labor involved, and the excitement as well, right? To be prepared to you, and then nobody comes. So it's better for the community to have these programs and one time. And like yesterday, we had 84 reservations. That is a decent amount of people, right? So we want to keep that way. Pasta station every other Thursday, but only for dinner time, right? No more lunch. The special buffet price for kids, and I apologize if we missed that. One of the residents came to me the other day and said, my grandchild had to pay $20 for a hot dog. That is unfair, right? So yes, we're gonna do this price, kid price for special buffets too. We're not gonna ask for an ID, of course. At the end of the day, it's your money, so you just be mindful. And then the last the last thing that I wanted to share, we are launching 3 new menus. Again, it's not like we are changing the whole menu, we're adding some things, we're removing some others. Buffet menu, the bar menu, and Sunday's brunch, and July 7th. Now, a quick note on the buffet, because that is a little bit more complicated process. It's related to healthcare menu that has some other regulation. It has to be reviewed by the dietitian and approved and all of that. And I realized that CCL or Morrison-Liebman is transitioning to a new program, a menu management program, right on this week. So that probably gonna push back a week the buffet menu, but it still is gonna be in July, just in case. I'm trying hard and with my chef and my dietitian to have it ready by the 7th, but in case something doesn't work because the system doesn't work, then we're gonna push it back. That's all that I have. Thank you.
My potential. Oh, good morning. There's my potential. Hi.
Hello, everybody. So for those that don't know me, I'm Christy. I'm the nurse with My Potential. You can find me next to the salon on the 2nd floor, should you have any questions about what we do here. We provide all different kinds of care. Most of you know us, some of you don't. We are also, you can flip it, Mary.
Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
She was talking.
It's okay. I don't mind. Oh, it's not on there, my bad. We do have an inactive contract sign up this afternoon after town hall from 11:30 to 1:30. So for those of you that don't know me and want to meet us or have any questions, please come see us. We'll be next to the lobby for those couple of hours. Our blood pressure clinic is next Tuesday from 12 to 2. It'll be in our office, which is again on the 2nd floor next to the salon. And my Name That Tune game, will be the next day, on Wednesday, from 2:30 to 3:30 in the boardroom. So please come join us. We have a lot of fun naming some songs. And that's all I have. Thanks, guys.
It's too big over there. That's the big cheese podium. That's not for me. Good morning, everyone. I just have a few updates from the Engage Center to share with you. I'm not going to reiterate everything Shannon said about the Aquatic Center. It is closed for now. We are working on a contract with other pools, so stay tuned for that. We will have a solution soon. Today at 1 o'clock, join us in the Engage Center lobby for our second kitten corner of the season. Stop by for cuddling with some adorable kittens or chat with the SPCA for potential adoption opportunities. On Friday, June 27th at 11 a.m., join us for a peaceful 2-mile guided hike along Sky Meadows Tree Identification Loop Trail. Afterwards, we'll head to Hunter's Head Tavern in Upperville for a delicious farm-to-table lunch in a cozy historic setting. A perfect day of nature, learning, and good company. Mark your calendars for our annual senior fitness testing event happening next Friday in the chapel from 8 to 4. This is a great way to track your wellness project. This event is held in collaboration with BJ, our Director of Therapy, who will be coming up to share more details now. Pre-registration is required and is available in the pre-registration notebook located in the Get Connected Information Center.
Thank you, Sarah. Good morning, everybody. Just one more final push for the senior fitness testing. This is a great opportunity for you all to see where you are at in regards to lower body strength, upper body strength, flexibility, upper body flexibility, speed, agility, physical stamina, static balance, and cognition. Some of you may have participated in this last year, and what we'll do is we can provide to you the information that we collected last year, compare it to how you did this year. If you did not participate in it last year, that's totally fine. Come this year, and next year we can compare how you've done or any time throughout the year. Again, these senior fitness tests are for you. It's to establish a baseline of where you are. Anytime you have any sort of event, medical event, change, we are more than happy to retest you on all of these. The sign-up sheet does still have a lot of spaces available, so that's why I'm up here to make another push. Sign up, it is next Friday, lots of times available. That sign-up sheet will be collected by both Sarah and I on Monday. The reason for that is we need to begin to organize our event. We may need to consolidate that, so you may get a phone call. If you're at 5 o'clock, we may move you to 3 o'clock or see if you have any flexibility for a different time. But again, sign-up sheets will close Monday. Please sign up, it's great. When you've done the test, about a week or two after, you'll get in your mailbox a whole packet describing where you're at based on national norms and again, maybe where you were last year. But sign-up sheets close Monday. If you have any questions, you know where Sarah and I are. Or if you don't, we're in the Engage Center. She's got the first office. I've got the last one. Come talk to us and we can explain a little bit more.
Thank you, BJ. That's it. Thank you all.
Wow, this is a big crowd. A little intimidating. No wonder why you were nervous. Not the biggest I've talked in front of, though. Hi, everyone. Welcome, new residents. I'm so excited to have you. I hope you find this to be your home, away from home, I guess. Your new home, sorry, your new home. And I hope I entertain you enough to make sure you stay busy. So that's what I'm here to talk about. So we have some outings coming up. I still have spots to go to the zoo. This was one of the Great Ideas team idea to go see the pandas because they are back. So I still have slots for that on the bus. So please sign up if you'd like to go.
Me and Skylar are excited to take you. That's next Tuesday. Connected Living and Dining are going to do a combined team member and resident Independence Day celebration on July 3rd, so be on the lookout for that details. Dunk Tank is coming back, so I don't know if Denise is going to want to help us with Shannon. Actually, it was so hot last year that I offered to go in just because it was too hot. Lots of fun and games to be had at that as well. July 24th, we are gearing up to go to Hollywood Casino. And then August 12th, in combination with the sales department, we'll be doing our annual seafood boil. Something that is not on either slide, sorry, is our photo sessions for your Touchtown photos. So be on the lookout in the next week or two. Monday, June 23rd, 11 to 1 in the chapel parlor. Oh, okay. Don't make me second guess myself. And then also Monday, June 30th from 2 to 4 p.m. So that's 2 different times. Our own resident photographer, Mr. Matt Baker, will be assisting us with that. So we look forward to having you guys do that, and we can help you upload those photos. Just a reminder of transportation hours, 8:30 to 4:30. We ask that you try to get appointments in between those times. Transportation is extremely busy, so get those requests in as soon as you know your appointment times. And then just a friendly reminder, Connected Living strives to give each resident a quality calendar of programs and events. Decisions to change these are not made lightly. And we need to make sure that all residents are safe and enjoy your time with us. We ask that comments, concerns, and questions about our events and programs are addressed with a team member in a kind and appropriate manner. And don't forget to submit your good ideas. Now for what we're really excited about, we're going to celebrate our graduates today. Cindy, Mary Palomo, and Denise are going to help us do that. We're going to play the graduation song and make them come down. David, can you do the graduation song for me? Prompt and circumstances, that was called. Prompt. Got it. POMP. Do you know how to do that? You need a phone.
Speaker.
Yeah, it looks like they've got some gifts. That's very exciting. It's always exciting to celebrate these really important milestones in our team members' lives.
And we have with us special guests. Their families are here. So if you are a family member of any of our graduates, can you please stand up? You deserve this song. Team, and we're so excited to watch what they do next. We're waiting for music. Who wants to hum? Who's going to start me off? Where's Melody Martin? There we go.
David, don't worry about it. Perfect. First we have Stephanie Riviera. high school graduate. There you go. Next, Sophia Bowden, high school graduate. Next, Christian Whitaker, high school graduate. Next is Delara Getz with a bachelor's degree in criminology, law, and sociology. Minor in violence, theory, and intelligence. And not here with us is Victor Navarro Jimenez, Alan Chen, Joel Vasquez, Matthew Carpenter, Anna Curran, and Anna Curran, Sarah Hawkins, Taylor Lewis, and Lainey Stiles. So congratulations, graduates. You're so proud. We would like to invite the graduates and their family members to a reception in the dining room, and residents will join them after the question and answer session.
See you in a little bit. Congratulations. And we will meet up with you soon. So your family. Congratulations. You know, I keep hearing that we have to worry about the next generation, and then I meet all these graduates, and I know we're in good hands. Like really, we are in good hands. And thank you to family and guests. We appreciate you sharing your loved one with us. All right, so I guess what we do now is questions. Oh, I see a hand.
David's coming around with a microphone.
Okay.
I got Terry Hannon in the back first, is the first hand I saw.
There you miss
You want me to take this one instead, or are you good? Okay. Joan Tracy will be next.
Hi, it's here.
Right in.
Good morning.
Good morning. We can hear you. It's working.
You can hear me?
Yes.
My hearing aids, okay. Question for Shannon, and then I have a question and a statement for Dining. The power washing was great. My balcony looks wonderful. My windows don't. And rumor has it that the contractors are coming back to actually hand wash and the windows, is that true?
They should be hand washing the windows. I will confirm with them and let you know. Yeah.
Thank you.
And if there's a job that's done that's not satisfactory, please reach out to me directly and I will speak to them.
Okay, thanks. And I'm still trying to understand, and it may be above Esteban's pay grade, I'm not sure, but I still do not understand why we in independent living are subject to health care menus. The buffet, I understand that we're trying to cater to that population, and I have been there and may be there again. However, they're two distinct things, and it just doesn't make sense to me.
Thank you for the question. And
Even though supposedly, when we got health care that came in, that there was supposed to be no change to the services provided for independent living. Thank you.
Thank you. And just to clarify, when I say the buffet menu is the same as healthcare, is from operational standpoint, it's easy easier to us to cook one food for all across the community. However, especially since Chalice came to work here, we have been doing some adjustment in the way how we prepare the same menu that we are giving to the healthcare side, but doing some adjustment to the buffet side. So I don't know if you noted that we went down to just one protein to have a better quality and management, and we add in the salad bar and all of that. It's not necessary that you are subject to the healthcare menu, but from this operational standpoint, is more efficient to us to cook it that way.
I might be able to add for Esteban. So the buffet was never designed to be for independent living residents. Do you remember that was just for COVID? And out of a courtesy, because a lot of people liked it, we kept the buffet for independent living residents. And he's right, it's more efficient for him and his staff to do one menu. And that is, you have something to add? There's only one kitchen. Very true, very true.
I'm not standing up there.
We are exploring all of this. So I will have more details for you as I learn a little bit more about how that is and how we can alter operations to make dining a more pleasurable experience for you. That I hear you, and we are working on it. Craig was here with me yesterday. We had some conversations about it. And part of it is probably pricing. It's more cost effective to buy a larger bulk of certain products, and that's not operations and then the delivery of food, but we're trying to be good stewards of our financial resources. So that's one thing we do have to look at. But I hear what you're saying. Other questions? Yes.
Okay, Joan Tracy.
Hi.
I have a couple questions. Is transportation being considered if you have going to aquatic somewhere other than here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then have you hired another driver yet to replace the gentleman who retired in May?
Yes.
Okay, the water softener is supposed to be repaired this summer. Is there some plan for how we're all supposed to repair our dishes and utensils, because it's left a bad film on everything?
I understand that there's going to be some lag time in that, and trust me, I know. All of our large equipment has been affected as well. Again, any additional things that you see on your dishes, things like that, we're going to have to clean the aerators out. We're going to have to continue cleaning filters more frequently because it has left a nasty film. Put in work orders. We'll come look at things individual, because every apartment and every cottage is affected slightly different.
Okay, and the last one is, do the landscapers have enough knowledge to be able to know what's an invasive plant? There is a bush growing next to exit 29 that has vines growing in it, and it has a different plant also growing in it. You can tell because the leaves are different. And it has been there for a couple of years.
Yes, as a matter of fact,
landscapers know enough to be able to actually do this?
they do. We have a very skilled, talented team. Our site manager, Kat, and her, I'm trying to think of what his name is. Renee, he is the gentleman that's on site as well every time that the landscapers are here. They're very knowledgeable. I actually walked that area near 28 and 29 on Tuesday with Kat when she was here, and we identified that. She pointed that directly out to Renee. We see that there are vines and there are leaves, and Darlene and Jim Painter also walked with Kat, and they were able to identify a lot of these things. They've got a big list of to-do. We know that there's still a lot to do, and they're very aware of that. They make a little bit of progress every week. So please be patient. Please keep pushing those work orders to us. You see sometimes things that we do not see. You see things sometimes that the landscapers do not see. And that's the purpose of getting the work orders in, so they can focus on specific areas.
Yeah, here we go. Quick question for BJ. Where's the sign-up sheet for the physical test?
It's at the Get Connected Living wall. So where the big television is by the Engage Center, it's right below there. It's page 1 of the binder. Page 1 through like 7.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi. My first question's for Esteban. Are we getting onion rings back?
Yes.
Yes.
Surprise, yes.
Those of us that visit the bar a lot really enjoy those. The water issue, if like a shower head or a spigot thing, if that needs to be replaced because of all the, okay.
You put a work order in. We have done quite a bit to this point. We've done a lot of aerators. Unfortunately, we've had to replace a lot of shower heads. We've had to replace a lot of filters in both the dishwashers, as well as the refrigerators. We are very aware of it. We've got a huge stock downstairs because of the amount that we've done. And again, we know there's going to be some time, even once the softener itself is repaired, that it's going to take time to get this and work the mineral deposits out of the lines and out of the faucets and stuff. So we have a very big job ahead of us. We're already starting to prepare for that. So please know, that we've thought of these things, and anything that you have, reach out to us. We do work through it as a priority basis. And the hard water, you not having what you need to work through your daily life is our #1 priority.
And thank you for everything you have been doing and will continue to do. Another question. I get a lot of rumor mill questions that nobody seems to know the answer to. What is the truth to the sinkhole rumor under the pool?
I was waiting for this one. I heard this one for myself. We do not have a sinkhole underneath the building. I love being able to say that. No. We did do some scans in the pool, and I'm sure that's where this rumor came from. Again, safety is our #1 priority. We identified some things, not a sinkhole, no holes, no cracks, no crevices that lead into caverns. We are not planning on a Luray Caverns here at Orchard Ridge, although it could generate some money. No, but again, safety. And the plaster will be coming off the pool. We're going to be resurfacing it. And again, we're going to do a very in-depth inspection to make sure that when we reopen it, everything is working like brand new. And again, this is something that we had been wanting to provide, but no sinkholes.
Two quick questions. One, not a question, an observation more. I was walking down the long walk up toward PAX, and the bushes are really coming out into the walkway. That was #1, and you can answer that in just a second. #2, from one of the people I represent out of Area C, they asked if Denise could give us just a little, maybe written, doesn't have to be spoken, just some thoughts about your philosophy, your management style, what you'd like to see, what you like to do, how you like to operate. Thank you.
I'll just say really quickly, the bushes, we identified those. They should be out Tuesday to cut them back.
Well, they've already been cut back a great deal.
Good. If there's still areas that need it, let us know. We'll get them cut back. I told Kat when we met the other day that it's really important that when they look at the sidewalks, that you can picture 2 people walking side by side and not having or being affected by any of the brush, bushes, or shrubs that you're walking by, no hanging branches or anything like that.
And I don't want to take a lot of time today because we have the graduates here, but I will put something in writing. I do better talking to you one-on-one. I'm gonna hopefully be in the bar area this afternoon just to say hi to people. Any questions you have. I will tell you real quickly what I told the senior leadership team. My philosophy as a leader has always been I learned a long time ago from someone very special to flip that organizational chart, right? It's not about me. What it's about your servers, it's about the housekeepers here. If I take care of them, they will take care of you. I believe they're the most important people I talk to. Everybody. I can't make it right for every one of you, but every one of them can make it right for you. So that's my philosophy. Any other questions? Yes.
Hi, I'm Cheryl Conrad, and I'm speaking on behalf of the tech team and on the villager. If you don't have a picture in our directory, please get a picture made. It really makes it so much easier for the rest of us, especially the new people. But there are a lot of old people who don't have pictures there either, or they're outdated. So please, now that you've got Matt lined up to take photos again, please do it. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions? The photographs are available. We have a photographer available on the 23rd and 30th in the chapel. And you'll see more about that. It'll probably be on Touchdown.
Yes.
When to get your picture taken. Please do, because I want to study it. All right, please go meet our graduates. It's really nice for them to receive some accolades from us. I appreciate you all coming out. I look forward to seeing each and every one of you. Thank you for having me.